I see. Did I get any more matches of Ivysaurs? Was it just those? I think it was just those. You in the chat, Ivysaurs? Alright. So first of all, do you have any questions? Like straight up questions or things you want me to like look at while we do this review? You good? Alright. Let's proceed then. Yep, it's not bad. Alright. Alright, so it's a good round. That's an okay round start. Fast slash item. It's fine. So the one thing with Faust, he's a simple character in some ways, but he gets really complicated in other ways. Where you gotta like know all your items and know it's like have a game, like have an idea of what happens when they land. So in this situation, as soon as that happens, as soon as you get knocked down with that, you immediately like, I'm pretty sure you can. Pretty sure you can do this out of air dash. Yeah. You can't do that. But in this situation, what would have happened is we should have done is you should have air dashed, then done the FDC to land on the ground faster. Then you can do a high-low, and you can also be on the other side and on this side. And then you do that because you try to do a meaty, but yeah, you OTG instead because there's a long knockdown time. So you could have done that for a high-low Oki and got some mix-up running. Cancelling 2K is an okay low, but cancelling into Pogo is not the best thing. You should really only be cancelling into, like, you can cancel on a Pogo, but it's not exactly safe. Let me just bring up some frame data. Really bright, because that's the wiki. There's no dark mode. Yeah, it is +3, but you've got to get off the Pogo, which is the problem. And that's -18, so eventually you're going to be punishable. You can keep trying to go forward and backward, but those are technically punishable, like by a 6p or a DP or something. You can't just keep doing it over and over. It's So I really don't recommend going into like you don't see many fails going into pogo as like a save option. There's much better options like going into item or jump cancelling into something, or going into the thrust, scalpel thrust. It's a pretty good thing to cancel into. Pretty sure most of his stuff is jump cancelable. So. Yeah, like close slash jump cancelable, 2k is jump cancelable, 2s is jump cancelable. It's got even 2D is jump cancelable, so you do have a lot of ways to be, you know, to back off and move forward and all that. So that looks like a mistake by Stefan. He did need a burst there. Sick. You just somehow punish, like you shouldn't be able to punish this. It's kind of odd that you managed to punch the scalpel. Like you should land and being able to block, but you just didn't. So that's fine to do it because you know, get some pressure, get some meter. Move forward, get chocolate, whatever. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I wouldn't. There are a lot more things you can use meter on. So I don't recommend like going for item super and like if you go 100 meter, then sure, throw out an item super. But there are a lot more things you can do with meter. Like Faust is pretty good with meter. Yeah, like you're pretty negative here. If you did like a 6p, that'd be a punish easily. Or a rising jump chaos hopping. So you shouldn't really be going into the pogo. Oh, you also need to be careful with air dashing forward. That's not the best air dash forward. Like I really wouldn't use it for movement. I'd use it for just maybe getting over a low. Like you can use it to air dash forward briefly, then cancel it, and then go into your air options, all that. But I really wouldn't use it like to move forward too much. Yep. So this should be punishable. So now you're just going into these supers too much. Because that was confirmable. If you did 2p 2s, 2p, I think it's 2p 2s 2h. Just find out. DQ would have been able to combo there. Most of the times you got to be using like pogo. You're not gonna be, you're not gonna be doing something like, pogo and then doing any of this and getting off. That's not how it works. Got probably show it here.
Get ready to rock.
bit harder, but you will definitely be able to manage this. Especially if you IB it. So it's not really like the best thing to go into while like thrust is a little bit safer. Yeah, it's much harder to punish. The way to punish this would be through something like this. Oh, guaranteed. It's a bit hard on it. Should definitely be punished though. Bloody hell. Why isn't my forward? Oh well, you get the idea. There are ways to punish it. I think just doing like a forward jump might just not be as good in that situation because you'll get hit too early. But the point still stands. That's punishable. That could have been punished much harder, or a little bit harder. Like he could have done. He could have dashed forward a little bit, done close slash 5H Tatami, and then done like an air series like against the wall for a lot more damage. So got lucky there. Controlling space, which is kind of fine. Items, it's fine. It's good to throw items. Careful when you're ATG, like this happen again. Just you gotta be chill sometimes. I also haven't used much drill. Like drills are very good. I'll show you how cool drill is.
Get ready to rock.
Yeah, if there's two things I didn't see, if there's a few things I didn't see you do, but I also didn't see you do stuff like this. This is not bad. It's a decent amount of damage. It's a knockdown. It's a mix up. You can do your high low of it. But yeah, the good thing about this is like even if you hit him really high, like at a really weird angle. Like look at that. do this? There you go, do the other way. Look this way. Mainly only works on crouching. Well, I'm pretty sure you could have done 5p2d. Just hitting stuff. Is it crouching only? I need to be crouching only. It's kind of weird. It's probably like a standing confirm. But the main point of this is on counter hit, this is like a lot of hit stun. So you can do stuff like, you know, like that. You could be here and you can be like, do a little stuff like that. When it's not counter hit, it's a bit harder, but on counter hit, it's like much easier. And if you hit high, it's much easier when you're good at crouching. You'll be able to get the 5p2d when they're crouching. You can also confirm with other stuff, like you can go. And you can do stuff like that. Oh yeah, another counter hit thing. So I'm pretty I know you can combo off this when it's like that, but you can do way more when it's counter hit. Pretty sure you can do way more. He's not doing it for some reason. But you can do way more of counter hit. I really the Fox is like one of the characters I haven't done any combos for, so any of these other weirder combos for, so I don't know enough stuff about him. I guess that's the standing confirm. The 5k. So you do something like this in the standing. Oh yeah, also another tool you should use. So when you're like dancing around the air, like literally you're up here and you want to like dance around and shit. From now jump D is not bad. You'll jump around. You can come down and jump there. Also for controlling space, jump H is pretty good. Because you see, like if you're going to use jump H, you only go up this high, yeah? And you have to wait a long time for it to be down here. So they can IAD at you. But what you could do is... they control a lot of space. If you're close enough.
Negative penalty.
That's a pretty good tool, controlling space. Faust doesn't have hard execution per se. I think the only hard execution stuff would maybe a link or two here and there for counter hits. And this might be your only hard execution. You want to do this. Get them in the corner. Good that whiffs, hate that. Oh yeah, also for other confirms you could do, like you could do stuff like if you want damage, you could do stuff like oops, this. I can't really follow up with a bunch of P's. Oh, it's just Wreckers. Right. That's pretty good damage. If you're this far away, do that or you know, you could already fucked it up. Do stuff like that. Other things you could do also in the terms of counter hit, like this is why I do like the thrust, the scalpel thrust, because you can do stuff like this. Now combo. That's pretty good. But you can do stuff like this one. You can poke with this. Like let's say you don't want to do item, but you want to poke them for like, you know, trying to jump after item. You do all of this, then you could just go like that, you know. Stuff you can do. What else? Trying to think of other buttons. You know, you can jump cancel like hits of this. You can do stuff like whoop. Stuff like that. Obviously you'll connect because you're better than me. Do stuff like that as in like a meaty. Also, when you got them up in the air like this, you know, keep doing this. Keep like, you know, keep doing jump back H. Because they have to respect it because it's a pretty good normal in the air. Let's let it go. I think you already know, but it's a bit more advanced. But you can do this. Go. Pretty sure, like, there's at one point where you can. Yeah. He does his spin thing, he's like involved for a second. You can also wake up with this and why I see it. And that gives you some info range. Try to record it. Example. See that? I don't know if it's against me though. This time it's so bad. Well, you kind of can. It's maybe not in that situation, but you can in some situations. What else? Oh, here's a cool one. I like this. Now watch this. Pretty sure you can crawl into some stuff. It's a bit weird. I thought it was a lot easier to crawl under it. Maybe it's like a different distance. So that like normally hit, but if you're crouching. Depends. Dude, maybe smuck around with that.
どうした。どうした。どうした。
Just some stuff you can do that. I rambled on too much. Back to the review. This is punishable as hell. Like from 2K, you could have done like 2K to. I think you can do 2S from 2K. I think you can do like 5S, 5H, or 2K, 5H into that. I'm pretty sure you want it to combo, but you can't do it on 2K. Yeah, that was that is risky. Like it's not the best for Faust to air dash like that. Because he's very vulnerable. It's also very slow. You got lucky with that. Just remember, you can also like cancel into items. You can cancel 2P into 2S, and then you can jump cancel that and do stuff. I think you keep trying to doing 2K into that, and it's not working out. Okay, so this is a situation where you want to be where you're like aware of what's happened. So you know that if you get a counter hit hammer, like if you get a hammer hit, that's pretty big stun. If you counter hit hammer hit, that's a lot of stun, especially on someone like Baiken. So she's like one good solid counter hit combo away from being stunned into death. And unfortunately for you, Faust has pretty good counter hit confirmed stuff. Just unfortunately getting rocked like this. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Get blown up a bomb bag. Nice 2P, yeah, so that's a good situation of where it's useful. So yeah, he went under. What did you do? Oh, see, this is a situation where jump T could have been useful. Like if you did FDC here, in the air, instead of doing the drill, you could have come down with jump D and continued your turn. But you did that instead of the drill. So you could have done FDC, fallen a bit, and then done drill. Like that, yeah. Could have done drill. It's good. It's good thrust. You have pretty good buttons against that, by the way. Like if she does command dash, 2P, 2H, a lot of good stuff against it. It's also kind of annoying, but wake up 6P or just 6P in general is like a really annoying button. You've got to properly mediate, or else it's just going to be a pain in the ass. It's so... Like goddamn Ash just wakes up with his shit like most of the time. You can confirm it as well. The other thing is, you know there's an OS with this, so you can do 6P, or you can do a throw while doing 6P. You gotta only press 2 buttons, you can't click it. It's very good against something like this. there's an option like this where it'll beat this, and it'll beat this. That's like that's one of the OSs is really good. What happened here? It's a very good OS. The only thing it will lose to is like a proper meaty, which most characters are going to go for proper meaties. But if they keep doing that sort of mix up where it's a high low and they're in throwable range, then you can do that, like a delayed high or a low, like a delayed high low. You get the thrust. Fine. Thrust. He's gonna bloody kill himself. Yep, nice TK. No. Proper meaty will lose to. And we try to do a proper meaty with Soul. Can. There you go. See? Oh, another mix-up that Ash likes to do, he'll do something like get knocked down. And you do this. What you do? You know. Do stuff like that. What else? Hey, if someone trying to like throw, like he's got to like, you know how I said you can do this? He's really good on someone's wake up, so because you always every time you want a meaty, you'll be doing this, and you can do it outside of range to not be thrown, but you can really punish them by getting closer than doing that. You gotta jump backwards though, because if you do neutral jump, or if you do forward jump, you're gonna go over the top. If they're crouching. That gets you a big counter hit. 6H. Also from 6H you can do something like this. You can get counter hit. I'm pretty sure you can do counter hit combo with this. Yep. You can also do this from long range, like. It's only 5k. Should be better at these. Yeah, he's got counter hit like he's got like almost everything on counter hit. It's like super good. He's like very good with counter hits. Like this is good with counter hit. This is good with counter hit. This is good with counter hit in the corner. Pretty sure this is good with counter hit. Yeah. That. You can even do this. It's got weights on, doesn't it? This is good on counter hit. This is good on counter hit. It's not as good on counter hit. This staggers, yeah, this staggers. What else? Oh, this staggers on counter hit. Then if he gets like a hammer, Jesus Christ, if he gets a hammer, that's so much stun. Like he's kind of scary. Oh, see, I think you should eat double of this in the corner. Just if you want to. Alright. Alright, second match. So, poking against a Baiken or an Axel round start? No, that's not a command grab. That's like a... I forgot the term for it. It's like, yeah, proximity unblockable. It's weird. So basically, if he's close enough, he'll do that slash. If he's close enough and you're not airborne, he'll do that spinning slash. And if you get hit by it, like every time he does the spinning slash thing, like that thing is like an unblockable hit. So if you're close enough to activate it, because you can only activate it when you're not airborne, when the enemy's not airborne and they're close enough. So it looks like an unblock. It looks like a command grab, but it's technically a proximity hit. Unblockable. It's weird, but it's what it is. Yeah. So as I was mentioning before with Baiken, round start, pressing a button round start against a Baiken or Axel is not the best because they're parries and the damage they can get off the parries. So this is counter hit, so you should be able to confirm if this, but you didn't. And then this happened and it was counter hit. So immediately what you should have done is you should have done dash up 5k, then jump K, double jump, jump K, jump S, jump H for damage. Also, you gotta be careful because I think that's too close. Yeah, you're right. He can throw you right now if he wants to. That's why you can't be too close. So you need to like bait it. Or just be aware that you are very throwable here. And you can do 2k from outside of a range pretty easily, so it's not worth the risk. Yeah, so you're just poking around. You got to be careful because you don't want stuff like this to happen. Like every time you do thrust and it doesn't hit, he can close in. He has item here. And you jump up. I don't agree with jumping up like this because you also have to think like there's another like when you think of Faust, he's got a lot of items that just like a part. Just like they open up a new type of way to think about the characters. So when you think about this, his mini Faust is up in the air, so they can't jump in the air at you. All they can do is dash under. So when you went up in the air, and then you with this jump P, if you came down with a jump D, maybe, or the drill thing, maybe, but trying to jump around like this, knowing that this has covered the air here, it's like, you know, being the ground might have been better. But you almost took your turn there. I think you should have definitely taken your turn after you blocked this. You blocked this, you should definitely have gone up with 2k. Yeah, just a bit too slow. Oh yeah, I'm also pretty sure... I don't think there's anything... I think that Faust is that privileged with his 6p that it can beat almost anything.
Get ready to rock.
It's that good. It can beat chip jump D. Yeah, they'll trade. At the worst, they'll trade, and that's fine for you. You've got to trade. That's perfectly fine for you. Because it gets some off you. We even do this. It's very good 6 feet. Also, poking it with 2H here wouldn't be that bad. Like, I see you doing thrust, but... Like, it wouldn't be bad to use more 2H. Like, 2H is a very good button as well for poking, because you kind of... you get like you got a lot of range. It's a tactical 4 move, I'm pretty sure. You get a lot of stuff off counting it, so... No, it clashes. You should have definitely punished you. If you came down with drill, you might have won that. Or at least jump D. Like, you could have come down and jump D, and then gone in for pressure afterwards. Yeah. You don't use enough jump D. You don't use enough jump D, like FDC in the air to start falling, then jump D to protect you. Because jump Ds are pretty good normal as well. It's kind of hard to deal with. And then, what's the name? You don't do enough 2H. 2H is a very good normal. The 6P is very good. A lot of good normals. That's it. Yeah, and you just can't do anything against that. It's a meaty. Okay, you can burst it. It's not a true command grab. It's not a command grab, rather. That's another thing, like, every time you do a string, you do like 2p or 2k and that's the end of the string. You don't, you don't go into 2h. You could do some stuff where you can go into 2p, 2h, or 2p, 2s, or 2d. You can go to 2d and you can jump cancel it into bomb bag, or you can go 2h item or 2h thrust. Like you can't just 2p or 2k then your pressure's ended. You can 2k and then do a jump cancel. You can jump cancel it and then drill back down to the ground and be safe. Or like catch them trying to poke you back or something. Pressing a button. Yeah. Then there's another thing happens here, like, see here, like, it's his turn, so poking like that's risky. Then you back off, and you try to press a button. And I think like you need an instant backdash, or you need to jump backwards and play from the air or something, because he's kind of winning in the ground. And then you back off a little bit more and you throw an item instead of pressing like a button and then cancelling an item. So he just gets a hit on you. To be honest, Faust footsies are like, when you think of Faust footsies, they're more dominating. Like if you want like a true footsie character, you'd play something like Kai or Soul maybe. Like those ones are like they've got good footsies, but they're limited. Whereas Faust is like, his footsies are like a way stronger. Like think of like a Sagat with like really like super good normals or something. Like just very dominating normals in situations. Like he has ways of just doing a lot of stuff from a range. Yeah, I know you play Arakune. I'm just saying. He definitely has footsies, and he definitely has like the game of, you know, dashing in and out of range and baiting footsies and poking, making sure all your pokes connect. And then connecting, you could do stuff like do a fast slash, and then if it counter hits, so if it just hits in general, because you counter poke them or something, then you can RC that into something. Like that's just a concept of footsies in general. You could do stuff like you know, say this happens. Yeah, that can be a type of footsies. Or maybe it doesn't count it. You can do that. You can't hit, like you can do that on counter hit. It's kind of funny. Sorry if this background noise, family's been mad, but oh god. Yeah, you can do this. That's a good bad. Yes. Oops. Yeah, there's a lot of footsies you can do. Like you can do. Footsies. So it's not like he doesn't have any. He actually has a lot. Yeah, Batman is not footsies. Batman is praying that he's gonna get win and out, and then he's gonna like land on you with his 8-way, 9-way air dash, whatever it is. Fast is probably the goofiest character in fighting game history. I don't think anyone can like compare to him. Alright. Yeah, also going to thrust like this, like you don't need to be doing it raw. Like if you're gonna do it raw, it's really slow. He can IAD at you and punish you. If you're at this range, do fast slash or 2H. If you're a little bit closer and you want to do it, do 5k 2H. Or 5k... Can you do 5k 5S? I think you can. Just pressing red buttons on my keyboard. There it is. Oh, you can. Okay. So you can do 5k 5S or 5k 2H or something. You can do stuff. Into that. Or into item. Also, you gotta be careful when you throw a bomb. Like in this situation, when you threw a bomb and you ran away from it, if you want to take ground, you dash up and then you dash over it and you'd hover in the air and you'd be very annoying and you can come down and deal with him or something like that. You also want to be on point in situations like this because you can like 6p him as he comes in and win. 2p into that again. Do 2p 2s 2h or something else. Just something more. Like have your autopilot string or something. That was nice. Bomb bag is okay, but you just gotta be careful because if he jumps at you, then he can make you block. You can block the bomb bag in front of your face and make you explode. Oh no. You just took all that damage and he took 2 counters. He's gonna be stunned on the next anything. He should be stunned now. I don't know how he's not. There we go. I don't know how he wasn't stunned. How you taunted. Accidental taunt, but it's funny nonetheless. You also give him you gotta realize that if you do that by accident, you give him 50 meter on like the round end when they can't do anything. Throw a big Faust. I would have dashed up like you gotta you also have to like know like alright, big Faust hit. Instead of throwing an item here, you should dash up and like fast slash throw an item or something. We could dash up further and start some pressure with jump K. Like FTC jump K. It's another item. You should also be every time you throw an item, every time he has it out of his hand like this and he throws it up in the air, that's when you make a decision. That's when Faust needs to like know what it is. It's like it's a mini Faust, like decision time. Because that's like the thing of luck. Like I think people say like Faust has a lot of luck to his game, but the other time is it creates a situation, yeah? So he dashes forward like this and he pulls out an item. Both characters know what item it is. and the game has like changed briefly. Of course, it's still like Faust's favor in some cases, but the game has changed, so it's when you want to be aware of the situation and play around it. If you did air dash forward here, FDC jump D, you probably would have won that, or you would have done better than just bomb bag. I think you need a poke with 5p after that if you wanted to take a turn. Instead of 2k. You can confirm off this. They could have been 5k. Jump K, jump K. Jump S, jump H. Nice. Oh god, that's a lot of hammers. A lot of poison. Yeah, as much as like what's the name? Like you're using a lot of meter on your supers, but you really have good use of meter outside of that. Like you can also do YRC bomb bag. I know you can. I know you can definitely do YRC bomb bag. I think you can do it in this situation. Just try to find it. Can't remember exactly. Maybe not like that. They probably don't do it like that. I don't know. I feel like there was situations to use YSC, but for Faust, but I think he's better with red RCs. Maybe you can YRC. You can YRC items when you throw them and they're about to punish you, and you can YRC bomb bags if they're trying to punish you. But you're not probably going to be using it as like an offensive tool. And you got over the overhead. I don't think you use much overhead this game. Anyways. I think I'll load up the other match. Are there any questions you have? Eva? Saurus. Also, if anyone knows Bemani, yeah. Going to review him now. Just give Bemani a second to like notice it or get in here or something. In the meantime, I'm gonna read Discord chat. Are they probably figuring out Chip and Zato counters? Oh god, Aura talking about Zato. Here we go. Alright, I don't know where Bamani is. He'll probably see this later. I know he like, I think he picked the wrong character the first match, so I'll try to review it. Yeah, first of all, using 5H in neutral is like probably a no. I don't know, he's just picking his like big heavy button, but that's not 5H is not the button to use in neutral like that. Fast slash 6H, dash up 2S maybe, 2D, 5K, a lot better buttons. No, he's just not blocking. Wake up, that's a low. That needs to go into 2D. Into card. You're blocking, you haven't used much FD, but it's fine. So instant, yeah, try to pick a 2D, that's okay button. Just a bit too far. Then you dash forward, get hit. Yeah. IAD jump page is pretty good. There, you got a knockdown, but then you need to cancel it until immediately. You need to cancel the card immediately. I'm pretty sure he didn't want to play Jam. I think he said that he didn't want to play. He accidentally had Jam on. He didn't know he could. He didn't know that he could switch off or something. Or at least, I don't think he knows what he wants to, but he wasn't intending to play Jam. He had more practice on Baiken. Family is being very loud. Sick. Alright, I guess family's just gonna be loud. What I can do about it. Now let's track where we start beginning of this round. Blah blah. He tried to backdash, but he just doesn't have 2D. He gets a knockdown. He doesn't really do a safe jump, so he got lucky there, I guess. But he kind of blocked it midway. He could poke with fast slash here. He could poke back. You haven't really used much. I don't know. You haven't really used some of your better moves. Like, instant air dash jump H is a very good normal. You could also do instant air dash jump P into jump H or something to get you down to the ground safely. 6H is a very, very good move. You could do some puffball, you know, 6H puffball, and you got a dragon kick in there. Just get caught, jumping around. Oh, you can be throwing those, gotta be careful. You need to punish, you need to like just block these sometimes. Yeah, that could have been a close slash punish. Okay. Nice TP. I don't think you have card. You don't have carded, so yeah. In this situation, you should probably card up if you can. I don't know. I feel like you're kind of going without cards, and you're not really getting much off your throws as well. Probably should have XP'd that if you had the reactions for it, if you're just aware of it. Yeah, like immediately card here, then dash in. Also, you have a lot of meter. You can do stuff with this meter. That should have been close slash punish. Oh god. just gonna DP, isn't he? He just mashes. I don't know. I feel like you're not exactly doing a meaty here. Like you could easily DP these. He's on safe jumps. He's able to tech these as well, so I don't know why Watersource isn't teching these because they're not carded. It's just odd from both. So that jump page is like, because you're doing the jump page really early, it's not enough hit stun, so you can just press the button as soon as you land. Which is why instant air dash jump page is a lot better. You could also do other things. I don't know, like a simple thing you could do. For example, would be something like this.
Jam versus Soul. Get ready to rock.
And but Marty figures out a character, I'll probably do another one on him. But you can do stuff like, get card up, then from that card. Yeah, you can do something like that. Easy. It's easy with the card down. That's a lot of damage with the card. Actually, like a lot of that's a lot of damage with the card. So you can definitely do stuff. And this is what you're doing. You're doing a lot of like this, but that's not that good. Stuff like this is a lot better. You know? Because then you can do stuff like this if I get them to block. Like this is where Jam's annoying. So 5k is a very good buff. So if you could do like that. Oh yeah, if you're in the corner, you could probably do stuff like 5D. Good. When you have like this, you have this option. Can't do it that well. God, I'm so bad at it. Well, that's just some ideas. I don't know if you're gonna play jam, so I won't go too much into it. Oh, that would actually. I'm gonna try. I actually want to private. That's one thing I was like, how do you do that? I wouldn't mind getting better at that. I don't know. Probably won't do it now. But, yeah, just turn around here. That was first game. Then I think you wanted to go to Biken, so you went to Biken. Yeah, so if there's one thing that Wallace has done, he's always dashed at you, so poking it around the start wouldn't be a bad thing instead of like running away or doing a back dash. That's an okay poke. So you do 5p, 2p, then you go to close S, you gotta do, yeah, you go to 2h. That's an okay string, but you need to cancel that string into something. You could have maybe got a bit more of that string. You could have done, if this, because 2h connect, you could have done Tatami and then like jump S, jump D for a knockdown. Could have been better. You're just dashing around, trying to time it is interrupting you. Yeah, but you dash forward into a 6-8, I don't know. That's just unfortunate. You could have followed that up. Like, you did wake up Zami, you could have... You should go into like S or H or something, because you probably got a counter hit here. But you didn't do anything. That's an okay burst. It's got to block sometimes. Like with this burst, you could have done jump forward Tatami. Not like a backdash then jump forward Tatami, like literally just a jump forward Tatami or something like that, because he just wakes up with Grand Viper. These are situations where just smashing a throw and wake up, like this is throwable right here. You could throw him and he can't throw you right now. Sometimes you just gotta let him know. Yeah. From here I would have tried to IAD out or something. Like instead of coming down with a button, just try to air dash over his head. Now, what was this? What happened? Go with the dash up today because you're whiffing the timings. I don't feel like doing. So you're doing neutral, like you're doing the timing on the ground. I feel like you should be in the air when you're doing the timing because it's a lot better. It covers more. Like the timing on the ground is just more a block string and or something. There's my dog. Just a sec. Yeah, like being in the air a lot better. Like if you're doing the time on the ground, you'd probably do it as a block string ender or a combo, like a launcher, just to get them a jump S, jump D, or a ton of like some loops in the corner or something like that. And you whiff a 2H, and that's just not good. Like if you're gonna do like 2H, you should dash forward do 2H. Apart from that, doing neutral jump, jump S, or jumping around jump S, and then jumping around the Tourney. Dash forward 5H or 6H maybe. You get 2D, then I don't know, you could have Tatami'd this, I mean you could have Zami'd this to the parry, but I don't know what you did here. Maybe you try to jump away, but he just gets you straight here. That's dangerous. From here you could have thrown. So this is a throw. You should definitely have back thrown here, him into the corner, easily. But you do 6k instead, I don't know. And he's getting candied over and over. You can't throw this, but you try to do another 6k, and you get counter hit again, because he keeps meeting you from outside of throw range, sort of. That was a risky 6k. He could have 6B'd you to death there. He could have killed you like 3 times over right now. So you do close slash. You should have done close slash 5H into command dash H follow up for a knockdown. But you do close slash 5 far slash. Then you could have gone 2H into hook. Claw hook thing, or into a Tatami if you want to be safe. And just keep that over and head. He's just messing up the combo. You got to throw finally. There we go. We got combos. Yeah. Fortunately, we get anything. It's reached really far. I was a bit scared. So the first hit always goes up, but the second one always goes vertical like this. So you could have jumped forward and came down with a button, like a jump H. Like you could have done double jump forward, come down with a jump H, and needed a hit. That's good use of FD. If you want to perfectly punish this, because I think he did it really close. So one way to punish is if he does it like super close, the revolver, you can instant block and then punish it, or you can 6P it. Yeah, you just go up everything. He had a burst as well. Did you use your burst at all? You used it a bit earlier. Count it. There's not much to talk about because Bimani's on here, so if he joins another Newbie Tourney, I might do another one. Apart from that, is there any other is anyone here that maybe wants their match reviewed or something? I could do it sort of quickly. Alright. It could just be a short one tonight, because it wasn't like a large tourney, and the next week, I'm not going to be here next week. I might try to get someone else to stream it, but I'll probably try to do more on that weekend in terms of review. Oh, I could try, on Sunday I'll definitely be able to review a bit more if people join. Apart from that, it's probably going to be just a short night tonight. Maybe instead I'll play some Netplay.
Online.
Might quickly stop and start the stream and do some Netplay. Maybe. For a little bit, just to send the stream a little bit. pretty. Maybe I don't know. There's not that many people. I think it's a bit quiet. Unless there's another room up. I think I might just chill. Take it easy tonight. Alright. That's all from me. GG guys. Next review will be next weekend.